It's a J production.
Oh. Who is that girl? Who is she? No, who is this?
What you mean, who am I?
Yes, who are you?
You need to let her know who I am.
What is she talking about?
Let her know who I am. What would you bring her here for?
Hold on. Just calm down, okay?
What are you doing? I just saw this whole thing.
Mom, that's the whole team. That's all I'm saying.
Son,
I can't have a friend.
No, you cannot have a friend. I'm your friend, the only friend you need.
Right.
Hi, it's your lovely host, Tiasha Tonies, and I'm sipping hot chocolate at the round table with DG, the producer of I Don't Want to Be a Player. And did you guys just see that skit? Y'all give it up for them. So, DG, tell the people hi.
What's up, y'all? Damian Griffin, writer and director of I Don't Want to Be a Player movie.
Period. So you guys, he has wrote a phenomenal movie and we're going to talk a little bit about it. We have him and the cast members here. And so let's get into it. How did you think about, what made you come up with the concept of this movie?
Well, I just took real life situations, like just my upbringing and what I saw growing up and the way that I saw men dealing with women. That's where I kind of drew the inspiration from. To write the movie, so that's really where it came from.
Okay.
Like what I seen.
Okay, so basically, growing up, you saw men being players.
Yeah. and in particular, men I looked up to. So
okay,
looking up to them and thinking, they were cool to me. So what they was doing, we didn't, I kind of adopted their mentality. So when I got older, I became the player. That I saw other men being. So that's really where I drew it from.
Okay. So basically, you were a player yourself.
Yeah,
But let me ask you, because for all the ladies out there, are you still a player?
No, that's my old life.
Okay, that's his whole life, y'all.
I'm detached from it. That ain't me.
Okay.
But in hopes, people would see it and men would see it and really want to change their ways. Because I'm a testament that you don't have to be the player. No more,
that's good. That is good. So what made you change your life?
Just in 2014, I gave my life to God. So, the same stuff I was chasing, he used it to, get me to chase him. So I used to chase the women. So I was chasing girls and God used the girls to get me to chase him. So I went from chasing girls to chasing God.
Amen.
That's how he got my attention, like for real.
That is so good. Oh my God, that is so good. So I'm glad that you're chasing God and not, the women anymore. So with that being said, when it comes to God and your Christian walk, because you're Christian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to God and your Christian walk, how is that for your everyday living?
In my everyday living, I make sure I pray, just really keeping him first and really living that lifestyle. Because, like I said, I used to be the player in my old lifestyle, so I stay far from that. And for me to do that, I have to, keep my relationship with him solid because that's what my foundation rests on. Back then, my foundation rested on people that were playing women, people that would tell you things like, get the most out of women, like they older women. So, because they got houses and stuff, this the type of stuff that I was given. But now, now I live my life by scripture and the way that God would want me to live it. So.
Nice. So would you say you used to be a gold digger?
No, I didn't used to be a gold digger, but, I was the dude that, I think my mentality and my maturity was able to, pull the women, like get them, you know what I mean? But it was something that was almost instilled in me to get women to benefit off of them,
Wow.
But my mentality was get as many women as you can. Like I don't care about the money and stuff like that because I was driven by lust.
Okay.
So all the other stuff really didn't matter. I didn't care about the value of a woman, what she brought to the table, more so what you can give me and what I can get out of you.
That's good.
It's really where the mentality was.
That's good. That is good. Okay. And most of the time, a male is supposed to be the one, or a man is the one that's supposed to provide. but you were looking to be the receiver.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand, instead of the giver.
Instead of the giver.
But now it's different.
Now it's different.
So the lady in your life, she gets treated better now?
I mean, you know, a woman in my life will benefit greatly because of just where I am in the growth, you know, my growth in God and my growth as a man. You know, I'm still growing, but just where I am in my life is really just dynamic because God is just doing some stuff.
That's
you know?
good. So. That's good. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear it for yourself. You see it and you hear it. Okay, ladies? All right. So where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, shout out to Memphis. Okay. All right. So in South Memphis, tell me what that was like growing up in South Memphis.
It was tough, you know, poverty driven, just environment. Just seeing a lot of people roaming the streets, just, you know, prostitution, a lot of stuff. It was just a dysfunctional environment, you know what I mean? So I saw a lot of that growing up.
Okay. And you have a daughter.
Yeah.
So how are you raising her? Like, what's the difference and the different dynamics in you being a father and how you were raised? Like,
well, for me, I didn't have a father growing up, and so I didn't get to see what that looked like. But now I'm a full-time father, so my daughter actually lives with me. So I defeated all the odds of, you know, just not being a player and just having a stable home and raising my daughter in a healthy environment. So just even that dynamic is pretty much unique. So I get to be in to her what I wish that I would have had. You know,
that's
so
beautiful.
just imagine if I would have been the player still, you know, I could have had multiple kids running around and trying to teach them how men should treat them. You know, I think that's where the mentality come from for me. Like, I want her to be able to know, like, this is how a man should treat you.
That's
and
right.
not end up with the player.
That's good. That is so good. It's always great for a child to have their father, and for you to do, like, I'm going to do differently with my child is phenomenal. So let's get into this movie. Okay, let's get into this movie. I Don't Want to Be a Player. So you guys see that he transformed his life. Now we have the cast members here. And tell me a little bit about, well, I'm going to let them tell us a little bit about their role. So this is Danny, you all. Say hi, Danny.
What's up, y'all?
So, Danny, tell them a little bit about your character.
Well, you know, I'm the player. What can I say? I'm manipulative.
Some better.
And you know, I got a lot of support, especially with my family, my brother, my mom. But yet still, I want my cake and ice cream too. So.
Okay. I think cake and ice cream go together. So, Angela, tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, I'm mom, and I have raised 2 sons. Yeah, I've seen them go down paths that were definitely not what I taught them and what I poured into them. So I definitely spend a lot of effort and time and expend my faith believing God for their transformation.
Okay. And Janicia, tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, my character, Christy, I think she's a little naive. She is the goal seeker. She has her own goals and aspirations, and then she runs into this player, and we'll leave it there. So.
But you're not talking about my man.
I thought he was my man, but you know. That's a different story for a different day.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. So I actually have the privilege and the honor to be a part of the cast. So I'm Keisha. And Keisha wants to be married, okay? And this is my man, no matter what these other women say. This is my man. And I am goal-oriented. I want a family, you know, that fairy tale wedding. And I'm going to get it. You know, so you guys have to watch the movie so you guys can see how I get the man in the end. Yes, I do say that. I get the man in the end, Christy. But anywho, I'm in college and I really want him to propose. I want to be married to him.
Ring on your finger.
I do. So, okay. I saw Danny putting his head on Mom. Is he like a big baby in the movie or something?
He's my baby always.
Always.
Okay, always.
So let me ask you, anyone can answer. Do you all think that's part of the problem when a child grows up and becomes a man and they're still babied by their mom when they're a boy? Of course not. What do you think? I see you over there.
I don't think necessarily. I think it only becomes a handicap if she doesn't remain honest with her son. It's okay to love because you're naturally going to love your children the most probably than anyone. And so as long as the moms can be honest, my grandmother had one son, my one and only uncle, and I'm not going to tell his business, but he was like the main character. But she was
just a little bit of business, just a little bit of his
and that ain't all of it. But she was always honest with him. She didn't take his side, but she was always there for him.
Okay.
And he was a mama's boy.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And I believe you do that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't. I bring him truth and grounding and just the reminder of who he really is, and trying to get him back to that place of who he is.
Okay.
And remembering that, and just even going back to just understanding, helping him to understand why he's this way and how this came to be.
Okay.
And understand that it's not the healthy thing.
Okay. So let me ask you, real quick, what, like, any one of you really relate to the character that you play? Or how much do you relate to the character that you play?
Well, I'll say I can relate to my character in the sense that she's going after what she wants. She has a plan and she's headed there. In the movie, you see her reaching her goals and dreams. So I would say that I relate to her in that sense. But when it comes to the man, no, ma'am, because I ain't going.
Come on.
Right. She let me
and
drink.
I'll sip on that.
Okay. What about you?
I think for me, because I am a mom with 2 adult children, I think the challenge is, as you know, when you have adult children, you know, oftentimes the things that they should, you know what you put in them, you know. The things that you dreamed about and hoped for them, and what you poured into them to, you know, for that to be. And when they choose something different than that, and you see the harm in that manifesting in their lives, it is very difficult to watch. And all you really can do is pray.
So you do relate to your character because you're a praying woman.
I absolutely relate to my character.
Okay. Well, we're going to actually switch out some of the characters because we have other cast members here and we want to be able to get their side of the story because they probably have encountered a Danny in their day and time. Okay. So if you don't mind, we're going to go ahead and let you go. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon. Okay.
On May 19th.
So, okay, so that was good. I see how you can relate to it because I know you personally and you are a praying woman. I'm talking a mighty prayer warrior. You all can have something to eat, dig in as you see fit. Go ahead, it's for you all. But just make sure you're able to still talk or whatnot because I want to be able to get more of this story. Now, we have another cast member that just came in. Tell us a little bit about your character, who you play, and a little bit about it.
My character is Sasha. She is one of Danny's friends.
Wait, friends or friend?
Just friend.
Cool.
Just friend. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because I can't trust him. I don't know when he has a friend or when they're doing other things.
No,
you know?
there's no other things. It's just friends. Yeah, it's just friends.
Well, can you tell everyone your name as well?
My name is Lavelle Mays. I go by Lovely Lavelle on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
As well as TikTok, Lovely Lavelle 1.
Yes. And so, is this you all's first time acting or?
Oh, no. I've been acting for a very long time. Very long time.
Yeah. What about you?
No, this is not my first time acting. This is actually my first movie. I think.
Okay.
I've been
First
videoed on stage plays. I've done some stage plays back many years ago.
Okay.
And just recently, this year,
Talk about it.
People up here.
All right.
Disney.
I heard that sold out.
Honey,
Yes.
sold out crowd.
Okay.
And we're taking it on the road.
Yes. Yes,
so
they are.
I'm excited about that. So no, this is not my first time acting, but I'm loving this. And not only do I act, but I've written original songs for a couple of the 2 or 3 stage plays, and so I really enjoy doing all of that.
Okay,
and just excited.
She's very talented, you guys.
Yeah.
Now, Danny does a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
Danny has a lot going on. I know this is not his first movie at all.
Come on.
With a camera in his... No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. So, Danny, tell us a little bit about what you actually do.
I'm actually a welder by trade. Surprise, surprise. But I'm a full-time actor. I guess I can call myself a full-time actor. I'm doing 2 stage plays right now. One by Janisha, Secretly Hurt, and the other one is Martin was filmed in Memphis. Got 3 movies going on. Night Shift, by Makino Matt, Blinded Shot, Jason Martin, and
he has a movie coming. He has a movie. Yes.
The Macaronis, which is a comedy coming out in the fall.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
I'm working, it's hard, I tell you, if you can do one at a time, do one at a time, but sometimes you got to multitask and get it done.
Right, right. And you, what are you, like, this is your first movie or?
Yep, that's the first of many.
Okay. And he is the writer, the director, the producer of the movie. But this is not the only thing you do, though, DG. So, yeah, tell him what you do.
I act. I'm an actor. I'm a writer. I'm a gospel rapper. I got so much that I can do.
Yes, that he does do. Okay. And I asked that question because I wanted you all to see like the diversity of the cast, and with all the things they have going on, this movie is about to be phenomenal. Now, with that being said, you guys, the characters, what made you come up with those different characters? Because you said that you didn't have your father, but was your mother a praying mother? Because you wrote mom's part. So what made you write her part in?
Just, I have spiritual mothers in my life.
Okay.
So when I got saved, there was, a dynamic that was important to me because I didn't have the praying mother. I didn't know what the praying mother looked like, until I got into the church, So actually, this is my spiritual mom sitting right here.
Yeah.
And she's a very instrumental part of my life. And, that inspiration actually came from people like her. You know what I mean? So seeing that, I desire to have a mother to pray for me, to, just love me properly, so that inspiration came from what I've seen. Like everything in the movie came from. Now some of it was, it was me creating a storyline.
Yes.
But most, I say, like 90% of the movie was, I saw this, or I didn't see this, but I know that this is what comes with, that lifestyle.
Okay.
So, the spiritual mom aspect though came from just inspiration that I've drawn from my spiritual mom.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. So that's good. I'm glad that you put a spiritual mom in there because we all need someone to pray for us, right? And to be there to give us a wake-up call and all of that. So your role as being his friend, do you ever tell him to stop playing these women, or how does that go?
So she's the friend that is not really up for the drama and the mess that he's doing. So she's basically tired of men like him treating women the way that he does.
Okay. Do you talk about it during the movie?
Yeah, we talk about it.
Okay. Does he listen?
No.
Oh. Okay. Knucklehead.
No, he does
right?
not listen.
He doesn't listen.
No.
Okay. So what was your favorite part that you wrote? What is your favorite part of that? Without giving away the movie. We can't because you got to come see it. When they need to come see it?
Y'all need to come see it June 5th, June 6th, and June 11th. We're going to sell out.
Yes. So, what is your favorite part that you wrote in the movie without giving away the movie, okay?
Crazy thing is, I would see a scene and I'd be like, that's my favorite part. So, the first thing was with him, Chico, and Rico talking. I'm like, yeah, that's the scene right there.
Okay.
We got another scene. I looked at it. I was like, oh, no, this is my favorite scene. So, I just recently saw the scene with these two. I was like, that's the one.
Okay.
And I just seen another song. It's hard to say. Like I'm not just saying it because I wrote it, but every scene I've seen, I'm like, I can't choose at this point.
So it's good. It's good, like Campbell soup. Okay. Y'all may be too young to know, but the other people, y'all, we here. All right. So, what was your favorite part about doing the movie Being Mama?
Wow, that's I think an easy question. It was a couple things. One, because I couldn't believe I had been asked to play a role that I already live. So there was really nothing I had to try to learn or figure out. This is what I do.
Okay.
So that was my favorite part about it, that it was just, it just came natural.
Okay.
And then the other part was because, and I know this is not, maybe it's directly related to the movie, maybe it's not, but I just remember as we shot the movie, we were shooting last year, sitting in moments thinking about where I was just 2 years before, just a year and a half before, in the hospital, can't breathe, fighting for my life, learning to walk again, 6 months in physical therapy, and all of that. And so to be in this place, and I'm not going to tear up, I'm not going to cry, but to be in that place, to be in this space where God has spared my life, and then I get to do something that I so absolutely love.
That's beautiful. Look at her, baby. Oh my God.
But, it was a tearful moment for me because, God, you did this.
Come on now. And keep doing it. And keep doing it.
Keeps blowing my mind.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because it just keeps coming. One opportunity after another just keeps coming. And so I just feel so blessed to still be here and to still get to be an impact in the lives of other people.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, we're glad that you're here too. Yes, we are. So, Danny, you are very quiet over there. Is it because your mom's sitting next to you?
No, I love my mom. She knows I'm a little wild. But I did want to say, just fun factor for you guys to check out in the movie. When Damian handed me the script and I read over it, kind of blew my mind. Because I don't know if he realized it off top, but several days later on our first shoot, actually, or maybe our second shoot, I told him, I said, man, why did you use my name in the script? And message. I was going through something in my life at that time that was very similar to the things that were going on in the movie. And it also helped me to understand it. The different from a woman's perspective, and which I did at first, but more in depth, when you get into the movie, you actually get to see I messed up, or I shouldn't have made it feel this way, or I should have done this, and it can cost you life.
That was good, player. That was good, y'all. Make sure y'all take that, internalize it, and utilize it. Okay. My favorite part, because I am a part of, is the fact that the director, the producer, treated us with so much consideration, and he made sure that we were. I've done movies, okay, and I've been in plays, but this man actually made us feel the way we are, which are superstars. And it wasn't, when I got on set, it wasn't a power trip. You get what I'm saying? So that's my favorite part, is the fact that he's humble and he makes everyone feel the way that they need to feel like they belong, and he appreciates us. So that was my favorite part. And as far as the movie goes, the storyline is phenomenal. It is really good. And I can see it progressing as we were shooting, and I'm just looking at it and seeing it. It's awesome. It's amazing. So how do you feel now that you have filmed the project and you have got it edited and we have a date? What's the date again for the movie?
June 5th, 6th, and 11th.
Okay. And where would it be showing?
It's going to be at the Malcolm Square at 7 p.m. all 3 days.
Okay. So how do you feel knowing that you have a finished product?
I feel good. I feel good. It's, I used to be a procrastinator, so I took some time off to, just from social media and stuff and I was really able to focus in on it. Right now, my mind is still in work mode, but you know, I'm proud of what I've been seeing as far as what the movie looked like. So I can honestly say I'm satisfied with it, and yeah, I'm ready for people to see this.
I'm ready to. So I just want to say this before we bring in our next cast member. We're gonna switch out and bring her in, but I want to say this. This movie took me way out of my comfort zone. Okay, I'm like, what? Oh no, you know, but it really did, and I like things like that because it challenges you. It helps you to grow and helps you to elevate. So I know that this movie has challenged you to be able to grow and elevate, and you have some new things coming after the movie, and he's working on them because he said he was a procrastinator, you guys, and he's already putting in works for his next production, okay? So we want to be able to make sure that we key in on that. We're going to bring our next cast member in, and it was so good being able to chat with you. Do you want to say anything before you actually...
I do.
Go ahead.
So, again, I just want to remind you guys that you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Lovely Lavelle, as well as TikTok, Lovely Lavelle 1. Also, I am a writer, director, and producer. I am co-writing, producing and directing a web series called Under Pressure with CJ Nevels. Guys, make sure you check it out. It is on YouTube.
Okay.
You type in the search bar Under Pressure and put web series, and it should pop right up.
I enjoy sipping hot chocolate at the round table with you. We're going to go ahead and call up our next cast member. Hi. Tell everybody your name and the character you play.
Okay, my name is Tamika Rhodes, and I am Trina.
Okay, Trina. What is your character in the movie?
My character in the movie, I am Danny's friend.
Why do Danny have all these women friends?
Too many.
Let me explain. I'm not one of them kind of friends. I'm one of them friends. You know how guys got one of them friends they just chat with like one of the boys?
Yeah.
I'm like one of them.
So you're a tomboy?
No, I ain't no tomboy, but I'm just one of them.
Why haven't I met her, Danny?
Time and place for everything. I think this is the right time.
Oh, okay.
We on camera. We got people witnessing.
See, okay. So you all, this is the thing. In relationships, I think that sometimes we move too fast and we are acting as if we're husband and wife already. You know, the girlfriend wants all of the benefits that a wife gets. Yes. And then the boyfriend wants all of the benefits that a husband gets, but they're not ready to commit. So tell me a little bit about that, because I just said, why haven't I met her? Well, I'm just his girlfriend. So I don't have to meet everybody that he knows, right?
I mean, now I feel like, yeah, you know, it should be a open playing field. You know, I don't have anything against my woman having a male friend, or, you know, vice versa, because we on that level now. But catch me a couple of years ago, it was a problem. You know, and it's understandable because, like,
because you knew
the way I was handling myself, had I been handling myself another way, a more trustworthy way, then I wouldn't have brought that up on myself.
So you're saying when you're wanting to be serious with a woman, whether it's your girlfriend or not, I mean girlfriend or wife, you actually do involve her in the things because you want to take it to another level one day. So you just be open and honest now on the front end.
I am. I'm not perfect. You know, I can and then say that, you know, I've done wrong still to this day, but I learned from it. Right. And I make the situation better.
Okay.
It'd be different if I just constantly do, and then just, you know, just trample all over it. No, I actually learned from my experiences. And
so how many women are you dealing with in this movie?
1, 2, 3.
He lost count.
He lost count.
Yes.
Okay.
3. I'm sorry.
So 3 women. Do you think that, and anyone can answer this question, do you think that in relationships, if you just be open and honest, as you said, then you can get the people that don't mind you being with other women or other men?
I think so.
Yeah.
Having friends? Or
No. Like dating other women, you know, and other, if you be honest, because I believe that a lot of problems come in where you're sneaking. And if you just be upfront and say, hey, I'm a player, I like different women, or I like different
I don't know
men.
about that one now.
No. Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, I'd be kind of nervous to tell a woman, look, I'm a player. You got to deal with it.
Why? Because why?
I don't know. I guess it's shame.
Shame.
Because I know she doesn't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the shoe was on the other foot, it'd be some problems.
So would you say that is a little selfish? Because it's really, the shame, but you really don't want her to say no. So you want to be able to, like you said, have your cake and your ice cream, which go together, but without having to really be forthcoming about who you are, because she may turn you down, reject you. Mm-hmm. So you think lying about it is what?
I don't want to just say lying about it. Just leave out a few details.
So what about you? Like when you were a player, why didn't you tell the woman up front, or did you?
No, I didn't. I got a 3 letter. Because I was a dude. If I got bored or if I lost one, then bounce back with 2. But I think the matter of the fact is being transparent. Even in just even if you was dating one person, I believe that you should be transparent with somebody you thinking about dating or whatever. But to his point, like some dudes deal with shame. Some men don't want women that to have male friends because sometimes we may be dealing with insecurity. Like you're talking to another dude, now that's making me feel some type of way. But some women, some men, because if you came from the lifestyle of a player, you feel like from a lens, everybody a player. Okay. So you mean to tell me you friends with the opposite sex? All he's doing to you is finna, trying to get close to you to get, close to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So from a man's perspective, that's what's happening. Okay. Even if that's not what's happening. Because male and female can have a genuine relationship, without it being extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? It can be there. But, if you're dealing with an insecure man, it's like, nah, y'all got something going on. I don't care how long you've been knowing him since kindergarten. Y'all not best friend. This somebody that wants something out of you. You know what I'm saying? But I think, if somebody open up and be like, hey, look, I'm a player. And if the dude tell you that up front, and you be like, okay, you okay with it. But then all of a sudden, somewhere down the line, you got a problem. Why? Because your feelings, you started having feelings for this dude. Like in movies, people be, they be friends with benefits, and then the next thing you know, she want to blow up his house because now she all in love, but you weren't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the dangerous part about doing that, living that lifestyle. And so I say, I'm okay with it, but you saying you're okay with being friends with benefits, but really
you're not. So we know about the male being a player. Have any of you ladies ever been a player? No. You wouldn't tell it anyway, right?
Well,
you don't kiss
I'll
your
tell it. Your
mama back in the day, she used to be a little player. What'd you say? You plead the fifth?
In the 6th and the 17th.
Okay. So we're gonna move right along. We don't like to talk about the woman that's the player. Sometimes women are players. They're here to get whatever. No, not me.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, all the time, Danny. Look, oh my God. But sometimes women are players. They're here to get what they need to get from a man, and they're going to get this from one man, get this from another man, and keep it pushing.
True.
I believe those women, like, what do you all feel about those type of women? What do you think is, like, because they have to been hurt or something, right?
Yeah.
I think for me, one of the things that I dislike about these kinds of situations, especially, I don't like any of it. Men wounding women, relationship wounds. I don't like women wounding men. First of all, because, just from my perspective at 58, and I'm there, there's a shortage of men, so they say.
Good men?
There's a shortage. Well, there's a shortage of men that I'm gonna fool. You understand what I'm saying? That I'm gonna, that I would allow in my space and time. But a lot of times you can come into contact with men who are good men,
and they've been so hurt.
But they have been so wounded, and by women who, just my God,
no good
who
women.
have who. And I think we all have a tendency for that when we live in our old life. Daniel, when we live in this space where we don't have a moral checkpoint.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't, where it's, I'm going to get it how I live. It's whatever for me. I'm going to, whoever, whatever,
Yeah. Selfish.
So, yes, very selfish and not thinking about the pain or the detriment that we cause to people and how it really affects people later on in
life. Yes. Because when they say when you hurt a man, oh wow, it's just so hard for them to heal.
Look, and I liken it to this. There's a scripture, I can't think of it right now. I think it's in Psalms, and it says, a wounded brother is harder to win than a fortified city.
Ooh.
That means he's put up all of these walls and all of these blocks. And so, when you find when someone comes along who is trustworthy, who can love you like you don't trust them.
No.
You close up.
Yes.
And
you don't let them in.
You don't let them in. And so that's the thing that I, that grieves my heart.
Yes.
My spirit. So just.
Because we always talk about the woman that has been wounded, the woman that has been hurt or scorned, but women have hurt men like so bad to where they end up being the bad guy. They end up. I'm never going to let someone hurt me again. Yeah. And like you said, they'll run into someone that really loves them, and they think that it's a trick. Yeah.
So they do this because all of y'all the same.
Right.
And don't let it be a situation where a mother was absent, her mother's love and her guidance, or a father was not. And so you lean into that when wisdom has not been present, or the wise counsel has not been around your life to help shape you and shape your thinking. Then you just kind of go to we just naturally kind of go to the negative anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my thing is, you were once a player. You were once a player. We've had our experiences. What do you do from this day forward as far as when do you like the advice you would give to someone entering into relationships or dating? DG?
I'll say, just for me, God need to be first in a relationship. When I was a player, my foundation was built on fine. But fine, when I got saved, I realized fine was not the foundation. Christ was.
That's good.
So building that relationship off of God, just being transparent about where you are in life, like, your goals and, your past and stuff, like if you see it getting serious, just really having, that trust there. Because they say, trust is like a bucket. It's gained in buckets, but it's earned in drops. So you lose somebody's trust. It's like poking a small hole in the bucket and waiting for the water to, empty out the bucket. It's hard to gain trust back. So I'd say that's definitely a thing, like making sure you got that person's trust. Some people say, I can date like 5 or 10 women at a time. But the thing is, it go back to, okay, if you do that though, like feelings get involved, and then I think about stuff like that, I mean, you can tell that person that, but then after some time you get to know people, you spend time with them, then over time your feelings start to, you get your feelings involved. So I think it's, just really being sincere in your pursuit, because men can lead. Women can lead on. What I'm saying? I know y'all was talking about that, when men and women dynamic.
Yeah.
But I think it's all about being transparent, letting them know who you are, keeping God as the foundation.
That's good.
And then building from there.
That's good. That is real good. Now, Danny.
Well, I think a lot of people have expectations and want things that aren't for them at their present moment.
That's good.
How can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself? How can you be secure with somebody else and trust them and think they're loyal if you're insecure with yourself? So I just feel like, no matter how much you try to rush into a relationship, get to know yourself first. Get to love yourself first. And,
Were there any difficult parts playing Danny?
Yeah.
Danny?
It was. Because as I'm going through the scenes, as I'm reading the script, I'm reading myself.
So when reading yourself, what did it give? What kind of feelings were coming up?
I felt bad. I felt real emotional. I felt like, I've done damage to women that were great and gold. That could still be in my life. Well, not could, not all, but I'm just saying, could, that woman could still be in my life and we can be happily married. But I messed it up, you know.
So I don't know if you've seen anyone, and it's not for you to get with any exes or anything like that, but just to be delivered from having that shame or guilt of what you did. Look into the camera and just apologize if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. Have a donut. For real, I'm saying this genuinely, like, you know, for anybody. Hey, if you mistreated someone, you know, it ain't got to be a woman. It can be anybody, human being, period. We gotta love each other. You know, time ain't promised on for tomorrow. You know, it's like you gotta live your day. I mean, you gotta live today as it is and make the best of it.
Yeah.
You know, say you sorry, apologize. You know, own up to it. I think that was big for me. I didn't take ownership. I was so ashamed, and I was like, you know, it was the guilt, but I did it. Yeah. I was wrong.
Well, that's good when you can actually admit. When you can admit and acknowledge your wrongs, that means that you're ready to grow, and growth is there, and that's really, really good. Were there some funny moments in this movie?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's not just all serious.
Man, I'm tripping just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I had to put the comedy portion in there.
Okay.
You know, you got the serious, you got the comedy, you got the spiritual. You know, so it's a balance there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like soup. You know, you put all of these different things in a soup, you stir it together, and it tastes good.
Okay.
You know, that's the movie.
Okay.
The movie has balance. It has, you know, you're going to learn from it. You're going to, you know, wherever you are relationally, you know, this movie going to bless you. Period. It's a good one.
That's good. It is. It's really good. I really, really enjoyed the whole journey of this movie, the process of the movie. And so what was the defining moment that, like, I have to put this out? What was that?
So, like, I'm the type of person, if God put something in me, I don't want to die full. You know, I want to die empty. I want to empty the clip. You know, if I had a gun that got a bullet in it and I supposed to shot a target, you know, I don't want to be the one that still got a bullet and I still got a target to hit. You know, so my thing is living purpose. You know, I know God put in me to write movies and to write books, and like I said, I was a procrastinator. So I know these things are inside of me. And then it's bigger than me. You know, it's about people that's being impacted by it. You hear what Danny's saying, like that. You know, it spoke to me, like the script read me back. You know, I wanted to be able to impact people and to change lives, like for real, like for the glory of God, and that's why I do what I do.
Yes, and in the what you wrote with Keisha, which is the role that I play, I'm Danny's main squeeze, and she's so focused on being married that she actually she doesn't pay attention to the red flags. All she's about is just wanting to get married so bad. She's so desperate that she will take anything. But that first comes with the fact that she's insecure about things within herself. So that part was very, profound. Because we cannot be so focused on the hand that we're not focused on the man. Meaning that the things that they can give us, you know, and you're not seeing that the man he's not ready. He's not right. He's not right. And you're still picking them, you know. So that was really good to put that in there, and the way that she was so pressing, right? Yeah, and you'll be able to see if she gets the man and wins him over or not. Okay, but anything you want to say, your last closing for this segment?
I just want to say that this movie, this film is really good. Don't sleep on it. Don't think it's not another movie. It's more than a movie. It's an experience. You know, once you come and see the movie, you're going to be inspired. You're going to be convicted, you know, and it's jewels in it. You know, it's informative. You know what I'm saying? It might show you know, or it might show you women, or if you're a woman, it might show you men, just the dynamic. It's really good. It's going to speak to your soul. It's going to speak to your spirit. Come and see it. June 5th, June 6th, June 11th. If you like this, what this conversation was, you definitely going to love the movie.
Yeah.
And we got a soundtrack coming out too. It's going to be an EP. It's dropping June 5th, and it's fire.
Yes, yes. So you do have, because I want to make sure they know, you have some other projects in works, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make an announcement with what I got coming up. So I'm working with, I got a stage play that I've written, and we'll announce it at the movie theater.
Okay. It's going to be live entertainment at the movie theater when they come, or
Yep. Yeah. So that's another thing. It's not. That's what I'm saying. You come into an experience, so it's more than you come into a theater to watch a movie. I have a violinist that's gonna come and play some instruments. So
don't tell them everything. Just come, okay? Don't tell them everything. Yeah.
And doors open about 45 minutes.
Yep. About an hour prior to the show, so about 6:00.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to say something before we close this segment?
I just want to say that it was such an honor to be invited to the table.
Okay, sipping hot chocolate at the round table.
Such an honor to be invited to the table here today, as well as to the table of this production.
Yeah.
It speaks to so many things. I would say, when you asked about the dating thing, when people show you who they are, go ahead and believe them.
Believe them.
When they show you who they are, go ahead and believe them. And then I would say to the person who's talking about dating someone, when a person cannot, and this is just for me, and everybody may not be feeling the same way, but, for healthy relationship, what I honestly feel like is that if a man or a woman cannot love and commit to God, it is going to be difficult for them to love you like you need to be loved and commit to a relationship with you. I just, when you commit to doing things in your life the way God has said for you to do them, then it makes it so much easier to transition into relationships with human beings.
That's good. That is so good.
Message.
Yep. Yes. And I want a man to love me like Christ loves the church. So they have to first love Christ.
Yeah, he can't if he doesn't have a relationship with the Lord. He just doesn't know. It's not anything bad on him. It's not. It's nothing against you. It's nothing personal. It's just there. You don't have the capacity.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You just don't have the capacity.
That's right. And do you want that for your life? Mm-hmm. Like, do you want to go through that? Because sometimes we think we can get in relationships and change the person.
People.
Yeah. They say that's women, though. They say men don't want you to ever change when they get with you. Mm-hmm. And women want to, I can change him. Mm-hmm. So, men and women are so different in that dynamic. But we're going to forever be changing as people, individuals, evolving. That's right. And so that concept that men have as well is about change, don't ever change, can be, depending on how they look at it, can be unrealistic. Mm-hmm. And then also with the women saying that they can change them. In the Bible, it does say that a wife can win a husband over, but you have to be a wife in order for that to happen and married. But also, he's not saying the foundation. Yes, the foundation still has to be built on God, and he has to still be that type of man in order for him to even hear what you have to say. So this is really good. I'm very proud of you. I'm looking forward to everything that you're going to have coming, everything that you all are doing. She has a big announcement, but we're gonna save that for we're gonna save that for another time. But this lady here. Y'all gonna see some more of her. With that being said, you guys, we're gonna close this segment out, and you can get your glasses. Although we love sipping hot chocolate at the round table, we always bring you the hottest tea. Cheers.